Yo, what is up guys, Marvin here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back in this new video. Why do bodybuilders take steroids? Why do you change macronutrients when bulking or when cutting? Why do you need to recover? And why I never counted one single calorie in my life? Let's find out. Today we are on the third episode of my Hormones Over Calories series. Last video we saw how hormones influence the body. In this video we are going to find out how food influences the hormone. Since we can choose the food we eat, we can influence our own hormones. Last time I showed you how many calories each food has, but this time we're going to see how, if I eat proteins or carbs or fat, how it actually influences the hormones. Let me show you some graphs that show us how the hormones change after we eat certain types of meals. If you're not familiar with the hormones we're going to see, check out my second video where I talk about the effects of hormones. As you can see in the first graph, where we are eating a high carb meal, we're going to have a big carb release in the bloodstream and the pancreas is going to secrete a lot of insulin. Insulin is the hormones that makes us fat and slows our metabolism because it puts us into an energy storing mode. So the body is now focused at storing the excess carbs and convert them into fat or whatever. In the second graph, you can see that eating a high protein meal releases glucagon. It releases some insulin because the protein you eat, amino acids, will get converted into glucose and they in turn will raise insulin. The higher glucagon, what does glucagon do? It's the opposite of insulin. So it's gonna speed up your metabolism, it's gonna make you burn energy. It's a pure hormonal thing. That's why there are people who never count calories and they look a certain way. If I want to shred down, I just lower my carbs, I eat more proteins. With the different concentrations of hormones, I can manipulate my body to secrete the hormones I want. Fat virtually doesn't spike insulin. Even if you would say, well, if I eat a lot of fat, that's a lot of calories, so I'm gonna get fat, right? It's completely wrong on a physiological level. Because you eat the fat, it doesn't raise your insulin, so it basically doesn't make you fat. How does the body manage the excess calories or the excess fat? It just speeds up your metabolism, secretes adrenaline, glucagon to stimulate fat metabolism so that you burn off the excess. Why is obesity spiking right now? Because we have food that basically hijacks our hormones to do the wrong things. The food industries, they put sugar into your food so that your glucose levels spike up, they go down, you're hungry again, you buy more food, so they make more money. It's not an ethical way to make money, but that's what they do. This is the first hormonal reaction the body has to food. We're going to see this topic better in our fifth video. That's going to be hormonal manipulation techniques. But there are other hormones that we saw in the last video. One is testosterone. Ideally, as a man, you want to have high testosterone because it stimulates your body to produce muscle and it drives down your fat mass. It has been shown the higher fat intake, the higher your testosterone. If you want to maximize your testosterone, you need to eat a high fat diet. That's why I hate when people that are full of steroids, they school you on how to build muscle. Bro, you're the way you look because you inject testosterone. If you follow a rice, chicken, broccoli diet, there is virtually no fat into it. How are you going to synthesize testosterone? It's not a problem for someone that injects it externally, but you need to produce it internally. This is why when you see naturals that get super shredded, they say, oh man, I feel like shit, they can't get an erection, they're always cold, because they're not producing testosterone. When I was lean as fuck, I was feeling amazing, because I knew I needed to keep my fat intake high. If you eat too much, even of proteins, the proteins are going to get converted into glucose, and glucose will raise your insulin, so you're going to get fat again. What makes you feel full is a hormone, CCK, cholecystokinin, and this hormone is what tells your brain, bro, stop eating because we're full. What triggers the release of this hormone? Fat. That is why if you eat a high-fat diet, your appetite goes down. That's why you hear so many success stories on the keto diet, because when the intestine perceives the presence of fat, it basically communicates to the brain and tells it, bro, no more ingesting food. And when you see food, you just feel disgusted by it. You don't want to eat it anymore. Fundamental for the girls that don't have testosterone, obviously, is HGH. HGH, the other hormone that stimulates protein synthesis and lowers fat mass, it's stimulated by protein intake. If you higher your protein intake, you lower your carbs, you will start to get shredded no matter what, even if you don't count calories like a clown with the calculator. This was a general video to kind of introduce you on how hormones get influenced by the food we eat. In the next videos, we're going to put together all the informations of our first 3 videos so that we can build some strategies, some techniques that we can implement and force our body to do what we wanted and build the body we want. I hope you learned a lot of things in this video. See you guys in the next one.